All right, welcome to Las Vegas, qualifying for the StackUp.org Legends Series, part of Sidewinder Racing Leagues. 10-minute qualifying session because road course, even though it is a relatively
just
short road
realized
course.
I goofed up and left it on open qualifying, so my apologies, guys.
It's okay, it's a road course, so open qualifying should be fine. I think it'll be fun. Have plenty to look at. Fastest car in practice, Jack Painter. Taking his time coming around to get the green. His warm-up lap. Right along with Painter for a lap or two. See what Painter's able to put down. He was 2/10 clear of the field in practice. So you can ride on board, give you an idea what the track looks like here. That's the only left-hander on the circuit. A whole bunch of right-handers otherwise.
You're not supposed to do that, Ty.
First we'll start counting them out.
Yeah.
Here's start finish. We're going to call this turn 1. This long one, turn 2. Long sweeping turn 2. Turn 3 is going to be a left-hander. And that's why we have to call it a road course. Turn 4 to the right. This will be turn 5. And turn 6. So 6-turn road course. 5 rights and a left. This is the Las Vegas Infield. You'll recognize the oval in the background. Got 10 minutes. 10 minutes to lay down the best lap.
I'm just looking for a way out of here.
Sometimes those curves are not as helpful. They can upset the car and slow you down a bit. This gets very slippery. It's like 87 Tom Chisholm spun out in the final corner, turn 6. There we go, a 34.93 for Jack Painter. 18 lows machine out there flying. I believe that's Scott Elston he's closing up on the back of. Elston gets a little wide out of 5. There is Jack Painter in the 18. Currently 9 of our 13 entries have made a lap. Edwards has 2 laps under his name, but no time to show for it. Snook's out there for his first time lap, 41. Real life Legends racer. Snook, Leclerc, Chisholm, all drive these in real life. See the 90 going back to the pit road. That's where the pit road is if you go straight at turn 6. Snook puts his car up to P4. Current top 5 is Painter, Chisholm, Reeling, Snook, and Mullins. Mullins bumps up to P3. 35.3. So far, only car in the 34s is Painter, our leader. 34.91. Puts down another flying lap now in 34.884. Painter getting it done out there. Get to see Tyler Clare on track. Normally he's a threat to be up front. He has not put a time down. 10 of our 13 entries have put down a lap. Like Snook went off track in the blue 41. He has reset to pit road. Let's see what happened to him. Looks like he got a little wide through 5. Actually coming out of 4 got a little wide. Drifted through 5. And off into the dirt. And boom. Nose into the wall. That was a reset for Snook. Get him a brand new race car. Painter continuing to set down fast time after fast time. That was his first lap over 34 seconds. He just put down a 35.2. Got 67 laps at this Vegas road course for these Legends cars. Three minutes to go. Painter's current pole sitter. Dom Chisholm would be starting alongside. Cliff Mullins start P3. Alex Reeling start P4. And David Snook would be your top 5. Snook off track in the 41 again. Same spot as last time, coming out of 4. Getting a little wide. Look into 1. And just a long turn 2. Left-hander turn 3. Quick right for 4. Sharp right for 5. Another one for 6 as the 43 is off of the track. Chris Allkire having a little off in the 43 Navy machine. These TV1s are so zoomed out for this. It's crazy. It's hard to get a close shot unless you go, what, chopper? Close-ish. Oh, 43 around again. Under 2 minutes. 87's off track. As is the 43 again, dropping a wheel.
Mandio.
Chisholm resets.
It's all good, man.
Painter basically using this as a practice session. He's got 13 laps down. Most of any driver. Make it 14. His last lap was a 35.166, so he's still putting down the heat. Dominic Chisholm starting to flirt with a 34, but not quite. He's at a 35.08. Painter now going to bring it to pit road. 56 seconds left. Suppose he's practicing his pit road in case they get green flag stops here. Chisholm heading out onto the track, following the orange cones to find his way. He took a lap or 10 around here earlier. It's definitely interesting leaving pit road. Chisholm tucks in behind 42 of Reeling with 8 seconds to go in this qualifying session. Probably won't see any more changes, but we'll ride along just in case.
Alrighty, guys, as we finish up qualifying, sorry for my mistake on that. However, Welcome to Vegas, round 2, the 50 miles of Vegas by DLEs, StackUp.org's Advanced Legends Series. 67 laps tonight, 2 extra sets of tires in the pits. Local cautions only, so be aware out there, and good luck to everyone, and let's have a good one.
There is your quick rundown. They get 2 extra sets of tires should they choose to use them. Fall off would have to be pretty severe to make it worth coming down pit road and taking service. Legends cars don't refuel mid-race, so they should be good to go for the race. Cars getting their last second laps in. Nobody's going to be able to go back to the track at this point. 54 Davison, he's down in the 9th spot. And iRacing says we're done. Heading over to the race. Jack Painter going to be your pole sitter in the 18 Lowe's car. Let's jump on board. There he is. Get you a rundown once the cars kind of get out on the grid and fill it up. We got quite a few cars still sitting on pit road. Pole sitter, Jack Painter. Number 18 Lowe's car. Starting second, Dom Chisholm in the orange and black 87. Alex Reeling rolls off from the 3rd spot in the 42. David Snook going to be starting in the 4th spot in the 41. Bright blue, can't miss it. Cliff Mullins, typically a short track guy, getting a top 5 start on a road course. Spittin' Zenom podcast machine, race 22. Scott Elson starts in 6th. His Traxxas machine, number 85. Christopher Coleman, the dangerous, the cheesy Cheetos machine, rolls off 7th. Jake Lawrence in the 68 with the Woody look on it, rolls off in the 8th spot. Billy Davison, Jack Daniels,
on me or on
fan favorite, just because of the Jack
Initial
Daniels.
start is on green. Well, there is not going to be any restart, so it'll be on green.
In the 54 starting 9th. Christopher Alkire, the Navy stack-up Legends car, rolls off in the 10th spot. Tyler Clare, 10 cents machine, starts in 11th. Mike Edwards, the Fort Worth Screen Esports 14, starts 12th. And shotgun on the field, William Asherbranner, Great Bay Distributors, starts in 13th. Field makes their way towards start-finish line on the front stretch. 6-turn road course here on the infield of Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We are underway. Green flag in the air. 67 laps, no cautions, local only. Side-by-side battle for the lead. Painter has the preferred line on the inside. Chisholm able to stay there for the left-hander. He's alongside. Remains side-by-side for the lead. Now Painter will have the inside line through turn 5. Stay side-by-side coming off turn number 6, heading to the start-finish. Chisholm takes that wide exit, keeps it wound up. Chisholm leads the first lap, started second. Field now single file 1 through 4. Let's go on board the 42 of Alex Reeling, see what he is seeing out the front windshield. He sees the 18 blinking. Never a good feeling. This is the battle for the top 3. Painter looks to the inside of Dom Chisholm, coming off turn number 6. They're going to be door to door. Chisholm able to keep that momentum on the outside. They came very close to making contact entering turn number 1. Now this long right-hand turn number 2. Painter able to get the power down. Chisholm's going to stay to his inside for the left-hander, have the preferred line here. What a battle for the lead we have going on. Now Alex trying to make it a 3-car battle for the lead. He dives it up the inside. David Snook there as well. 4-car battle for the race lead. get us separated out. Painter to the lead. Dom Chisholm slides back to second. Alex Reeling in third. David Snook, 41 in fourth. Top four cars enjoy a full second over fifth place Cliff Mullins. Ride along on the chopper cam with these guys. Chisholm getting the power down very smoothly coming off turn 6. Very important to get that down as you go down his long straightaway. See the 68, Jake Lawrence in the pits. Painter backing up the corner a little bit. Able to get some separation. Painter now up 2/10 over Dom Chisholm in second. There's Snook in the 41. Good look at his machine. Snook looking back to Cliff Mullins in the 5th spot. There's our 3 leaders. A little bit of a bobble for both the 42 and the 41 coming off of turn number 2. Snook really sliding it through turn 4. You can hear the tire squealing. Now we head back to the start finish. Six laps in the books. 61 to go. 50-mile race here. Painter once again the leader, blinking. We've seen internet issues like that create all kinds of havoc for drivers. Hopefully Painter can get that resolved. Never a good feeling when your internet blinks and you don't get credit for a lap you completed, and then all of a sudden you are a lap down. Jake Lawrence has returned to the track, currently 2 laps down. That 68 car in 13th. Our leaders are already starting to catch the back of the field. They get onto the long straightaway just as the back of the field is getting off the long straightaway. It won't be long before Painter closes in on the back of the lap traffic. See him working his way through turn number 2. There's the traffic heading into 3. Take a quick rundown while he starts to catch the lappers. Got Painter out front. Dominic Chisholm, 87 in second. Alex Reeling doing battle with David Snook for the 3rd spot. Snook by the outside wall, Reeling to the inside. Snook unable to go the long way around. Tries to undercut coming off of turn 2, not able to get there. They settle back in line now. Reeling in 3rd, Snook in 4th. Cliff Mullins still holding down that 5th spot, but here comes Ty Leclerc, started towards the back. Leclerc up to the 6th spot. Looks like Jake Lawrence has returned to pit road. More troubles for the 68 machine. Lawrence brings it back down pit road. Ty Leclerc gets by Cliff Mullins. Leclerc up to the 5th spot. Mullins back to 6th. Christopher Coleman in 7th. Mike Edwards 8th. Scott Elston 9th. Will Ashbrenner in the top 10. Billy Davis and Christopher Alkire 11th and 12th. And then Jake Lawrence having his issues on pit road in 13th. Looks like Lawrence has retired his car, so that car, unable to keep racing, has retired from the race. As Ty Leclerc closes in on the back of David Snook. Leclerc has been going places since the drop of the green flag. Look at that 41 sliding big time. Leclerc keeping it smooth. Tries to get the power down. Back in, breaks out a little bit. Leclerc will take the inside line through 1. Clears the 41 of Snook. Now Leclerc is going to start thinking about the 42, but David Snook to the outside of the 33 as they come off the corner. Taking our only left-hander. Not able to get back alongside Ty Leclerc. Work their way through turns 5 and 6. Someone's around. Looks like the 14 of Mike Edwards. As he gets out of the way of their main pack here. Edwards falling to 12th. Allkire getting by him. Leclerc gets a little wide coming off of the long turn 2. Snook unable to get to the inside. Leclerc would like to get by the 42 as quickly as possible so he can start to try and chase down the 2 leaders that are now over 4 seconds ahead of this pack. Leaders working through some of the back markers in the field, the 43 and the 31. That allows Dom Chisholm to get right on the back of Painter. Painter just being patient, working through traffic. That allowed Dom Chisholm to catch back up, but for the moment, everything's all right. 54 goes way wide, trying to get out of the way for our leaders. That's going to allow Christopher Allkire to get by him, as does William Asherbrenner. So Davison falls out of the top 10. Heard the 68 team was not enjoying the racetrack. That's why they have withdrawn from the event. Painter Chisholm 1-2 as Painter starts to extend his lead again. Oh, Ty Leclerc goes around. Ty Leclerc looked like he was closing in on the 42 of Relling and just got a wheel off track. Gets it back in, comes around before he even gets off track, so uncharacteristic mistake for Leclerc. You see the 43, Christopher Allkire also had gone around. A couple of spinners down in 5 and 6 that lap. So Leclerc back to 5th spot. And that looked like David Snook off track.
Guys, my race might be over. My shifter broke.
41 saying his shifter has broken. So David Snook, no shifter right now. Unfortunate way for the race to end for him. Still out front, Painter and Chisholm. Relling now alone in 3rd without the 33 behind him. Chris Mullins finds himself in the 4th spot. He's got lappers in front and behind. Ty Leclerc trying to recover from that spin now in the 5th spot.
Yeah.
Chris Coleman currently in 6th. Scott Elston 7th. 1 lap down. Davison a lap down in 8th. He's got Asherbrenner behind him. It's our second closest battle on track. Christopher Allkire in 10th, final spot in the top 10 as Mike Edwards behind him trying to take it away. Snook took a tow sitting in pit road, currently in the 12th spot, and Jake Lawrence, heard his team, has retired from the race, so he will finish 13th tonight. This is the closest battle on the track, and it's for the lead. Jack Painter and Dom Chisholm, 1 and 2. Work lap 20 of 67. It's right on board with Dom.
All right, Ty.
Looks like Ty is able to get by Cliff Mullins. Mullins, you heard him say.
For you.
Those two having an incident in the ARCA series where Ty and Mullins got together on the backstretch at Pocono. That the inside joke about clear high Ty. How do we do in Sebring? We got 14th yesterday. So Leclerc up to the 4th spot now has 3 seconds to try and make up on Alex Reeling. Things kind of spread out for the moment. Closest battle on track is actually the battle for 10th. Mike Edwards trying to get by Christopher Alkire, get that last spot in the top 10. Edwards to the inside, Alkire out there by the white wall. Alkire sends it in. Now around the long turn 2. Edwards gets a little out of shape trying to get the power down. Allows Alkire to get back ahead through the left-hander. Out of turn number 4. Alkire slides it into turn 5. Looks like it worked out well for him. Takes a low exit off 6 as Edwards gets all kinds of out of shape on the exit of 6. That's going to break up that battle for the time being. Now Alkire actually closing in on Asherbanner. This will be for the 9th spot. Alkire can get his Navy machine up there past the Great Bay distributors. Budweiser 31 car. Asherbanner drops a left rear off the track, but didn't seem to affect him until the exit of the corner. Got a little out of shape. Alkire now trying to get by. Not quite there. Sends it in a little too deep. 43 having to save that machine. That's going to allow Edwards to get by on the inside. Alkire having to make a save. Edwards goes the outside around the 31. And now Alkire gets by Asherbanner as well. Asherbanner dropping back 2 spots. So now Edwards up to 9th. Asherbanner falling to 11th. Looks like Alkire goes around in the 43. Got a little too wide out of the exit of 5 and entrance of 6. Oh my gosh, the 90 just warped right through him. Fortunate for the 90. Riding in the 6th spot, he got lucky that he phased right through the 43 as the 43 came across the track. Netcode's usually a jerk, but that time worked out well for the 90. Able to phase through and not take damage. Our leader coming up on the back of Alkire to put him 2 laps down. Closest battle on track, Leclerc is starting to catch Alex Reeling. That would be a battle for 3rd. The 33 can get up to the 42. "40 laps to go from Las Vegas Motor Speedway Infield Road Course. Got our StackUp.org Legends Series from the Sidewinder Racing Leagues. Out here doing battle. A little Saturday fun league. Head over to dgsracing.com. Click on the big red snake if you get to our Discord to sign up and run any of our leagues. We race every single night. Clear. Gets a little sideways, but able to gain time anyway on Alex Reeling. Claire had to come back from 3 seconds back to chase down this 42. Meanwhile, up front, Dom Chisholm's now over 2 seconds behind our leader, Jack Painter. Mike Edwards is in pit road, 14 machine. Leclerc gets a huge run going into turn number 5.
That was a close one.
Yeah, I might need to change my pants.
Leclerc all over the back of Reeling. Looking for any way around. You want to try to go the long way around? This will be on the outside for our left-hander, turn 3. Goes ahead and gives up the entry, but the 42 pinches it off and gets out of shape, allowing Ty Leclerc to get through in turn 4 on the inside. Leclerc then has to worry about Bandio, the 43, on the exit of 5. That's going to give us a side-by-side battle down the front straightaway. Reeling trying to hang in there in the 42 as they both approach the 31 of Asherbranner. Oh no, Leclerc gets the right side, I guess the left side, gets the left side tires off the track and allows Reeling to get away a little bit. Ty Leclerc getting a little too wide on corner exit of 1. Asherbranner going to go way wide in the 31. Leclerc now has to reel back in Alex Reeling. No pun intended. 35 to go from Las Vegas, almost halfway. Up front, Jack Painter continues to lead. Lead has come down slightly. It's still hanging around close to 2 seconds. And Leclerc is right back on the back bumper of Reeling. That took no time at all. Leclerc wasting so much time with the 42, though. He is 9 seconds behind Chisholm and 11 behind Painter. Right up to the back push bar of that 42. .42 gets out of shape coming out of turn 4. Back in had a big wiggle. Leclerc unable to take advantage just yet. Continue to show you this battle because it is the closest one on track. See if we can go on board that 33. Oh, the 42 getting out of shape again coming out of that long turn 2. Leclerc looking for any kind of way he can find around Alex Reeling. Shown he's quicker, he just can't find a way around. It's again right up to the back bumper. Just going to try and go to the outside again through turn number 3. It's going to go off track on the exit of 3. But it still gets the move done. Ty Leclerc. Then Alex Reeling back to the inside through turn 5. Tries to pinch it down on the exit of 6 to keep Leclerc from getting that inside run on the crossover. Fantastic move by Reeling, and what a battle. Big power slide from the 42 going through turn 1. I believe these two are having all the fun. Reeling pushes wide out of turn number 3. Ty Leclerc trying to look to the outside. Not finding the room to operate. Now he's going to try to look to the inside on the exit of 6. Leclerc taking a wider arc than the 42. It's going to give him a good run on the exit. Gets right to the back, gives him a little shot. Ty Leclerc into the back of the 42 saying, come on, man. 30 to go from Las Vegas. The 42 sliding those back tires. There's no way Reeling can hold him off for another 30 laps, is it? Chisholm now fading a little bit more from our leader, Jack Painter. Painter working his way through the lap cars. Just got by Chris Allkire and Scott Elston. Elston now 2 laps down. Allkire is showing 3 laps down. Dom Chisholm 2 seconds back. He's got to pass the same 2. Gets by Allkire. Sets off after Elston. These two still going at it. Leclerc and Reeling. Through the left-hand 3. Soft right of 4. These two are driving their tails off. While trying to stay or pass. 42 gets loose coming through 6. Leclerc all the way to the outside. Leclerc with a big send, but it's going to be too much as he goes off track into 33. It's going to let Reeling squirt away again. Leclerc recovers and is now 1.5 behind. See how quickly Leclerc can close that gap down. Even still, it is our closest battle on track. Let's go on board the 42 and look back at Leclerc. See how quickly he can catch back up. Gap already down to under 1.1. So in just that one lap, 4/10 shaved off of that gap. See Leclerc hanging it out sideways. .26 to go from Las Vegas. Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Infield short course. Down into turn number 1. Leclerc sends it in deep. Gets it to stick. Gap now down under 9/10. Leclerc is heading back to 42 of Reeling in a hurry. Gets a little out of shape coming out of the left-hander. Now he's got to run him back down again. What's up, Murr? Reeling works his way by the lap car of Scott Elston. Jack Painter. On cruise control, still has Dom Chisholm 2 seconds back. Just kind of maintaining his gap at this point. See the 41, David Snook, has returned to the race, repairing his shifter situation, but finds himself 5 laps down. Painter 1.8 over Dom Chisholm in second. Chisholm's got 11 seconds in hand over Alex Reeling. A few lap cars between as well. 5 cars remaining on the lead lap. There's Cliff Mullins heading into turn 1. That car behind him on the front stretch is our leader. So Mullins in danger of going a lap down before this one's over. 50-mile race from the infield of Las Vegas, 67 laps. Cliff Mullins riding in the top 5 right now. Painter's gap ebbs and flows, but maintains around 2 seconds. Leclerc, meanwhile, got his gap back under a second. He's closing back in on Alex Reeling. think Leclerc's going to get there as long as he doesn't make mistakes again. It's been the quicker car, just has to find a way through. The guys loving that are Jack Painter and Dom Chisholm. At 33 with all that speed, can't get to him with the 42 in the way. Got some contact down here. The 43 has gone around. Let's take a look, see what happened to Christopher Alkire. Right in front of Reeling and the 33 of Tyler Leclerc. Looks like he gets a little out of shape going into 5. Back end comes on around on the 43. And he starts to roll and stops. Collecting the 42. 42 makes contact with the 43. Alex Reeling getting some contact from that accident. Couldn't be too happy about that. This work now with 20 laps remaining. He now has Tyler Leclerc behind him. Leclerc now less than a half second back. Up front, things maintain at about a 2-second gap. So we'll keep an eye on this. Tenths racing machine for Tyler Leclerc, trying to get by that forward bite machine for Alex Reeling. Is he going to get that nose to the inside? He's going to try. Now goes to the outside for the left-hander. Try the crossover. Here it comes. He's going to get this inside through 5. Pushes out wide on exit, forces the 42 out wider. Tyler Leclerc takes over 3rd spot. Will the 42 have anything for him in turn number 1? Relling full sends into turn 1. Gets 3rd spot back.
Oh my God.
And oh my God. Don't know what it was
I
from.
didn't know you was that close.
Looks like Cliff Mullins may have had a moment.
Tom said he didn't mean to queue up there.
Mullins gets out wide in turn 5. Comes back, re-enters right in front of Dominic Chisholm in 2nd. Clearly that was the 87 going, oh my God. Cliff Mullins saying, I didn't realize you were that close. So 5th place, Cliff Mullins now down 1 lap. Meanwhile, Leclerc and Reeling, still doing battle. Reeling back by Tyler Leclerc. Going through the left-hander. Is Ty going to send into 5? He tries to. Forces the 42 out. Gets the right. I say right. Gets the left tires out on the grass. The 41 looks like he crashed. Missing his right side fenders. While Leclerc and Reeling have sorted their battle out for the moment, let's see what happened to the 41. See him entering turn number 5. Seems okay. Oh, too much power. Gets tight. Pushes out to the wall. Knocks both his left fenders off. So that's what happened to David Snook. Still down in the 11th spot. Now Snook off-roading in the 41. Probably going to take it to the pits. And there he goes. Down pit road for the 41. Up front, the gap between Painter and Chisholm is at a 1.7. It's the closest it's been in a while. 15 to go. Now 14. Leclerc and Reeling still not that far apart. Still the closest battle on track. Both of them sliding it out of turn number 4. Gap's down to 1.4 up front. As Painter gets by the 43 of Alkire. There is Chisholm trying to chase down our leader. Chisholm has the 43 of Alkire directly in his path. comes the 41 back on track. Looks like he's taken a quick repair and gotten his left fenders put back on. Chisholm lost a couple tenths trying to get around the 43 machine. Gap now 1.8. Now the fourth place car of Alex Reeling is the last car on a lead lap, as Leclerc has been able to put a second on that gap between the two. Leclerc up to the third spot after an adventurous race so far for him. I believe Reeling may have just brushed the wall a little bit right there. Such a wide exit off 6. Just ever so slightly. Yep, 14 has retired. About 30 laps ago he gave up.
Sorry, Doc.
Looks like the 85
You're good.
trying to get out of the way of the second place Dominic Chisholm. Chisholm trying to run down our leader. It's 1.2 the gap now, 10 to go. Looking back at the orange car, the blue and David snooking out on the lead lap, 7 laps down. That gap all of a sudden grew, was down to 1.2, ballooned up to 1.5. Hello. Chisholm having to go a long way around the 54. That's not going to make him happy.
Happy, please use your impression.
I see, the last few days it hasn't worked. Seven laps to go from Las Vegas. Painter sees his lead shrinking to Tom Chisholm in the orange and black machine, getting bigger on your screen. Chisholm looks like he may have been saving them tires. No longer need to show you the gap, you can see it on screen. Five laps remaining. Here comes Dominic Chisholm, closing in on Jack Painter. through turn 3, the lefter. Cycle through 4. Try to get the power down coming off of turn 6. Chisholm trying to use the draft of the 18. 18 trying to break that draft. Chisholm gives a shot to the back of the 18. Painter makes contact with the push bar. 4 laps to go from Vegas, and this battle for the lead is on. Chisholm coming from 2 seconds back to run down Painter. Heading to the start finish now. 3 to go. 18 turns left in this one. Chisholm sends it wide. Gonna try the crossover. 18 tries to block that crossover. Chisholm gets into the back of him as they both lose traction.
Getting loose there.
Nah, you're good. Good racing.
Out of turn number 6. Now 12 turns remaining. 2 laps to go from Las Vegas. Chisholm taking that wider line. Try to get the power down off turn number 2. Did he use up all of his stuff to get there? Looks like he still has a few tricks left as he closes in again. Chisholm to the accelerator first. He's going to get to the outside of the 18, going across the start-finish line to take the white flag side-by-side action. My, oh my. Heading down into turn number 1. The 18 sends it deep. 87 goes wide. 87 gets on the dirt. Now he closes in on the back of the 18. Chisholm trying to get by Painter. Will he have anything left through turns 4, 5, and 6? Chisholm peeks to the inside, nothing doing there. Gets into the back of the 18, heading into 5. That's going to send him deep. They're going to get side by side, coming through turn number 6. Chisholm to the inside, Painter to the outside. It's the drag race to the start-finish line, but Painter noses ahead at the line.
Wow.
Jack Painter
Oh my
gets
gosh.
it done.
What a finish.
Tom Chisholm settles for second. What
That was
a
awesome.
battle
Great
that
racing, Dom.
was.
That was, wow. That was awesome.
You won't see a finish much closer than that on a road course in the Legend
I don't want to
Series.
distract you our drivers race right now, but that was one of the best finishes I've had in the Legend car.
Painter getting the win by just 38 thousandths of a second. Ty Leclerc bringing it home P2, P3.
One of the best finishes I've had, period.
Alex
Wow.
Reeling in the 4th spot. Cliff Mullins gets the top 5. That was impressive.
Good race, Jack.
Dom
That
Chisholm,
was fun, Ty.
Jack Painter putting on a whale
Good
of a
racing out
show.
there tonight, guys.
He nearly did steal it.
Yeah, good race, Alex.
Nearly did steal it. See if our winner burns it down. Yes, indeed. Getting the burnout show from Jack Painter. See if we can get our top 3 in the waiting room so we can get some interviews on. Ty, Dom, and Jack Painter. I think the secret to be up front in this race was to not be in Discord, because none of those guys are in Discord. Everyone's jumped off track already except Will Ashbrenner, so we'll have to show you him going to his pit stall so we can get the guys up into the waiting room. Jack, Dom, Ty, if you could get into the waiting room. Get you your post-race interviews. There is Ty. Ty, is DG, you got a copy?
Hey, sir.
Well, it looked like you had a very up and down kind of race and had to recover from a few mistakes, but able to get back up into the 3rd spot on the podium. Tell me how your race went.
Yeah, I I don't really want to talk about getting DQ'd in qualifying, but it happened. Nobody needs to know why. But really, I think I started like 11th. I got up to 5th pretty quick, and I saw the leaders kind of all train together, and I was hoping that they were going to stay like that so I could try to make some time up, but they didn't, and it got all spread out. And then I got to Alex. Me and him were battling for probably 20 laps, and
Longer than that.
seemed like I really.
Yeah,
Oh, whatever.
it was almost 40.
Uh, oh, jeez. Just seems like I couldn't get by him. I think if I got by him and the leaders didn't pull too far away, I probably could have stayed with him. But it is what it is. Whatever. Had fun. So
Got on a
yeah,
podium. Had a good show. Looked
yeah,
like it was a lot of fun.
yeah.
You got any friends, sponsors, shout outs you want to throw out there for me?
Yeah. I'll shout out Marconi Setup Shop for all their help that they give me. Janie Welding and Fabrication, they help me out a lot with the iRacing and the IRL stuff. Nick Lascola Racing, he helps me out with a lot with the IRL stuff. So yeah, good race. Had fun. See what we can do in the coming weeks.
10-4. You forgot to mention 10 tenths. I'll throw them out for you.
Yeah, 10 tenths too. I forgot about them. Do I even have the logo on the car?
Yeah, it's on the hood.
On there. Oh, I was gonna say. I was like,
It's there.
no,
I got
no,
you.
I feel. Oh, okay, good. Yeah. Well, see, I just throw a big picture of that on the screen.
All right, bud. Appreciate you. Congrats on your podium finish, and have a great weekend.
Thanks, you too.
It's Tyler Clare getting the third spot in the 33. Let's bring in the 87. Dom, it's DG in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
That was one freaking whale of a finish. Tell me what it's like to come up just short, just at the line like that.
It's disappointing, but it was worth it. I mean, it's not worth to lose, but it was a great race. I really enjoyed that race.
Yeah, them last 4 laps, you reeled them right on in, and that was one whale of a show that you two put on. Man, oh man, I was excited in the booth. I'm sure you guys were pumping it
Definitely.
behind the wheel. That was incredible.
It
Uh,
was.
I mean, if you have to finish second, you might as well finish second in a close finish, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Might as well be exciting.
Very.
He could have gone off and
Very.
left everyone
Definitely
by like.
better than last week's.
There you go. See, better. uh, so tell me how your season's going. Like 2 strong finishes has to be a good time, right?
Strong. Wait, two strong good finishes?
Not. I mean, you know what I'm saying. You got a strong finish
Well,
here in second place, is what I was trying to
yes.
say.
Well, yeah. Well, the race. I'll give you a brief explanation of my race. But the beginning was great. That start was insane, to be honest. That was I thought we were gonna wreck each other, but like 30 laps in, the tires were dead, drifting all over the place. Towards the end, I thought I was gonna lose it, but all the lap cars played a big part in the race. So that last lap, I tried giving him the bump, and I thought I was gonna hit him on the straightaway, so I turned right, and that kind of burned off some speed going to
Yeah,
the finish.
it was definitely wild. Were you kind of saving your stuff
Yeah.
towards the middle and then pushed towards the end of the race to run him down?
Yeah, I guess so. Cause once I got real loose and I lost him, I kind of didn't want to push any harder. So I guess I tried to.
It seemed to work out. Maybe it wasn't quite
Definitely.
the plan all along, but it definitely played into your lap and it made it work.
Yeah, it sure did.
All right, bud, it was a good strong run. You got any friends, sponsors, shout outs you want to throw out?
Not really. Just you guys putting the show on. Great race. Really enjoyed it. Lots of fun.
10-4, nice and simple. Appreciate it. Enjoy your
Yeah.
second place. Enjoy your weekend.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Tom Chisholm bringing it home in the second spot, and that will go to your leader and winner. Jack Painter's DG up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing well, but probably not as good as you. That was one whale of a finish, and exciting to get a win like that. Kind of tell me how you're feeling.
That was some of the most fun I've had in a while on iRacing. Like Dom said in the server, that was one of his best legend car finishes. That was one of my best finishes I've ever had ever. Like that was that much fun, and I'm so glad I ended up winning. That was awesome.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to give you a whale of a run, and then coming out of 6, he got a little bit of loss of traction coming on the exit, and you were able to get by him on the outside just by that much, just by that loss of traction, because you were going to be wheel to wheel like Ricky Craven, Kurt Busch style for a minute there. But then he broke that traction. You were able to get the nose ahead and get the win. Man, what an incredible finish! Those last 4 laps in general were pretty special, and looked like you maybe just kind of burnt your stuff up a little more than he did, and he was able to come back from like 2 seconds back relatively quick at the end there and run you back down. Was the car just kind of going away towards the end? You were just kind of hanging on.
Yeah, definitely those last 10, 15 laps, I was sideways the whole time, but I still had that like 2 second lead, 1.5, 2 second lead. But then a lap car came by on fresher tires and kind of, I tried to let him go real quick, but he wouldn't go, and then kind of did that for the last couple of laps, for a couple of laps there, and then the gap was just gone, and then he was just on my rear bumper pressuring me, and that just made it worse. So um, I definitely probably didn't help by going really hard really early, but I mean I don't know how I held on. Like honestly, that was super fun.
All right, bud. Congrats on your victory. You got any friends or sponsor shout outs you want to throw for us?
Yeah, all my teammates at First Four Racing, Jonathan Oates, CJ Nemitz, Robert Dorman, Tyler Williams, Slipstream Signs, Rudy Valentin, Isaac Johnson, all those guys, super great guys, and hopefully you can see some of them like Rudy. I know Rudy signed up for this league too, so hopefully we can see him in here at some point. And yeah, I'll definitely be back. This is super fun.
Yeah, we recognize that Robert Dorman name too. He got him a win in the Xfinity Series.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we know a few of those names. Congrats on your victory tonight, and we'll let you get out of here, celebrate this win, enjoy your weekend.
All right, thank you. You too.
That is Jack Painter getting the victory tonight by just 38 thousandths of a second over Tom Chisholm. 67 lap, 50-mile race here at the Las Vegas Infield Short Course. We have to tell you, this has been iRacing.com. You can go to that website, pick up a subscription. You can purchase the cars and tracks and come on out and race with us. Head on over to DGSRacing.com. Click on the big red snake where you can head into our Discord and sign up for any of these leagues. We run ARCA cars on Monday, Tuesday Xfinity, Wednesday we run the Cup Series, Thursday doubleheader with the super late models and trucks. Then we have a fun hosted races on Friday night. Saturday we do our Legends as you saw here tonight. Sunday we have a dirt and asphalt mixed street stock league. Always a good time. Hope you guys come on out and join us. Other than that, this has been DG Swiss up in the broadcast booth. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's broadcast for the Sidewinder Racing Leagues and the StackUp.org Legends, and we'll catch you in the next race.